hello or hi. An army private doesn't call a general dude. People need to write or speak differently depending on how formal or informal the occasion is. Learn to gauge the level of language you need to use in a situation. This video is a place to start.
What do you think would happen if you told a sad story at a comedy club? You wouldn't get a whole lot of laughs, that's for sure. That's because the crowd will be confused. They expected a joke and got the opposite. That's why it's important to know your audience.
Let's look at a situation that could happen to you. What if your teacher emails you? She's asking for a progress report on your term paper. How would you reply? Would you write a reply like this? Or would you write something more like this? How will your teacher reply to each of these emails? If you send the first reply, the teacher's response will probably be something like this. If you send the other reply, however, she might say this.
How would you have replied? Sometimes informal language is okay, like when you're talking to your friends. Other times, you need to use more formal language. It all depends on knowing your audience.
Formal or informal. Learn about the difference between formal English and informal English. Here's a video with examples and principles.
Hi, it's Olivia. I'm here at City Hall. I am so excited. The mayor wants to give me an award for making the town's recycling program more efficient. I came up with a new system to separate plastic from glass. I'm nervous because I have to give a speech after I get the award. What should I say to the audience? More importantly, how should I say it? Basically, there are two ways to write or talk to someone, formally or informally. But which one is which? Let's separate them and figure it out. You can tell the difference between formal and informal language by looking at the tone, word choice, and the order in which the words are written or spoken. You can use both formal and informal language to communicate clearly, but each style is appropriate for a different audience. It's kind of like the difference between wearing a suit or wearing jeans and a t-shirt. Let's take a closer look at formal language. You'll normally hear formal language in situations when people give a presentation or talk to colleagues in a professional setting, or when you speak to authority figures, like my new friend, the mayor. The tone of formal language is usually serious. It makes a stronger impression. Make sure you choose your words carefully. For example, limit your use of contractions in formal language. Instead of using don't, you'd use do not. Use complete and complex sentences rather than fragments and a lot of simple sentences. Use precise language. And stay away from slang. These are all key qualities of formal language. As you might expect, informal language is the opposite of formal language. You use informal language when you text or talk with your friends, and probably with most family members. Slang is common in informal language. Saying cool or awesome, calling people dude, that's slang. Other examples of slang include texting with abbreviations like LOL and BRB. You might even say that using emoticons for words is a form of slang. Informal language is more than just slang. Informal language comes into conversations that are relaxed and casual. Maybe you don't always use complete sentences. Maybe you use a lot of contractions. For example, if you're talking to your doctor, you might say, "Thank you for your help, doctor. I will call you next week." When you're talking to a friend, you might say, "Thanks for the help, bud. Talk to ya." So let's look at some things I might say in my speech to the mayor and sort them in the proper bins. It's so cool to get this amazing award. That would go in the informal bin. I would like to thank the mayor for this award. That definitely goes in the formal bin. I now consider the mayor to be a friend. Goes in the formal bin. Gotta give props to my new BFF, the mayor. Goes right in the informal bin. Now that we've gone through the rules of formal and informal language and the types of words to use or not use, I feel better about my speech. And when deciding to use formal or informal language, just make sure you choose the right bin.
Key concept. Take a closer look at the traits of formal and informal language so that you can recognize them more easily. Formal language. Define formal language in your own words. Remember, formal contains the word form. Formal language has good form for official occasions. Related words. Grammatical, official, impersonal, polite. Formal language. Definition. The choice of words, phrases, and sentences that adhere to the conventional standards of grammar, usage, and mechanics. Examples. Full words are formal. Cannot, I will, etc. Contractions are informal. Can't, I'll, etc. Complete sentences are formal. Sentence fragments are informal. Polite expressions such as, how are you, are formal. Colloquial expressions such as, what's up, are informal.